Alright, here are 10 things to remember when you are filming. Natural light is very important because it means you don't need a fancy camera or lighting tools to be able to create clear and professional content. You just want to find a window in your house and open the blinds up all the way and film standing directly in front of that window facing it. It's going to brighten your face and just make the whole picture look so much more clear. You want to film in front of a place that you feel most comfortable in. I tend to film in our sunroom because I love being outdoors and it's the closest thing I can get to not having all of the nature sounds in the way. Birds chirping and wind can really just aggravate the entire video. So you want to make sure wherever you're filming you feel comfortable and confident. Wherever it is you decide to film, you probably want to do a sound test first to make sure that there isn't a lot of echo or reverb. If there is a lot of disturbance in the background, people are not going to understand what it is you're trying to say. It's going to be really hard to pay attention, or they may just decide not to watch the video at all. So it's really important to make sure it doesn't sound like you're recording in an empty church. Write down what you're wanting to say before you film, whether that's a script or bullet points. I personally do bullet points, but you may choose to write down the full sentences and practice it a few times. This helps us not to get lost, it helps us not to say and take too many pauses, and it makes the whole thing that much more professional and engaging. Remember when filming to be yourself. If you're not a naturally bubbly, energetic, outgoing person, don't try and be that while filming, because it's going to come across that that's not the real you, and people want to know who you are when you're making these videos. It's a way to connect, and it's a way to make us a real person and not just a book lady behind the Facebook screen. Keep your videos short. Studies show that videos that last much more than 5 minutes, people tend to get distracted or will tend to click off. So we want to make sure that whatever it is that we're making, it's under 5 minutes time so that we can make sure everything we're trying to say and everything we're trying to show comes through on the video and people aren't getting distracted. Speak slowly when you make a video. This is also something that I struggle with, as you may have been able to tell. Don't rush your voice. It's hard to focus on what people are saying when they're speaking too fast, and it can also come across as insecure if you're mumbling and talking too quickly. So practice a few times speaking slowly and clearly into your camera. Whenever you are filming, you want to make sure that you're looking at your camera lens, whether that's on your iPhone or a tablet, your webcam, whatever. If there's a reflection staring back at you, you really need to practice of not looking at that, which can be very hard. But when we do, we lose that connection with our viewers. It also can come across as vain, which is silly, but it can, so just try. Relax before you film, whether that's making a cup of tea or doing some filming exercises. If you're wound up and really anxious, that's definitely going to come across, and it's going to make the customers feel anxious as well, and it's definitely the opposite of what we want during a Facebook party or when we're trying to get a hostess. So just try and keep it calm and serene. Whether you're editing with like iMovie or Windows Editor, Movie Maker, there's a lot of really cool transitions and filters, but you don't want to use too many. It's going to come across really unprofessional and just really busy. And when you're filming, short, sweet, and simple is always just the way to go, in my opinion.